Hey guys, Weekend Ranger here. We have a brand new Glock 19 Gen 4 for you. This is Glock's compact 9mm gun. The Gen 4 is the one that just came out probably about 3 years ago at this point. But this is going to be my first Gen 4 Glock. I've got two other Glocks, and this is going to be my third Glock. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to open up the box, we're going to break it down, and just show you what's going on with this gun. Alright, so it comes in the standard Glock box over here. I like having these things on my shelf. You open it up, and the Glock Gen 4 comes with 3 magazines now, instead of the Gen 3s that came with 2 magazines. I've got 2 right here. I'm going to put these off to the side, and we've got a third one right in the weapon itself. So 3 magazines, which is pretty cool. The other new feature about the Gen 4 Glocks is it has interchangeable back plates that go on the grip. The standard grips, honestly, it's not bad at all. But what you can do is, my hand is about normal size, and I like the medium grip that goes on it. And it goes on really easily. Of course, now that I'm trying to show you guys, it's not going to do it. There we go. So it just goes on just like that. I'm exhibiting poor trigger discipline right there, but just like that. This Glock is unloaded, by the way. Make sure I double check that before I do any type of video. But you got 4 different types of back plates right here. So depending on what your hand size is, that used to be a gripe of some people about Glocks, that their hand didn't fit it, and now it honestly that eliminates a lot of that problem. So put the gun off to the side for 1 second. Another thing that you have in the case is this little handy dandy magazine reloader. Although I think if I see you with one of these things on the range, I'll have to make fun of you, but that's okay for you guys with weak hands or whatnot. The other thing that comes in the case is a lock, standard with pretty much all guns that are sold now. A little barrel scrubber, and push for the barrel scrubber. And then just some documentation on the bottom, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this off to the side, and we'll talk just a little bit more about the weapon itself. Okay, so here it is. The Gen 4 Glock 19, made in Austria. Beautiful, right? Really nice looking gun. I mean, some people don't like the way the Glocks look, but I think this gun it's a good looking gun. It's a tool, and it works really well. With all my training, including military experience, I don't think anything, in my opinion, functions as well as a Glock does. The Glock 19, and any Glock for that fact, I mean, when you pull the trigger, this weapon is going to fire. And I mean, the only other guns that you can say that about are revolvers, honestly. In all my firing of Glocks, I've never once had any type of malfunction ever. And that's not to say it doesn't happen. I'm sure it happens all the time. It's just never happened with me. Anyway, the other cool thing about the Glock 19 Gen 4, well, the Gen 4s in general, they have this new kind of pyramidal grip, or texture rather, on the grips. I thought when I was first going to fire it that it was going to feel maybe a little weird or abrasive after a while, and it really didn't. I fired this maybe 200 rounds, and it felt just as great, honestly, as a Gen 3 version. The other things that's still standard, I'm going to block out the serial number here, but you have the rail in the front, and otherwise than that, you have everything about a Glock that you've come to know and love. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and break this down. If somebody's not familiar with how to break down a Glock, it's really simple. Well, you got to make sure the Glock is unloaded first, which it is. You point it in a safe direction, you fire it, okay? And you have to break down pins right there on both sides of the weapon. I'll go ahead and turn around like that. Right there and right there. So what you do is after you pull the trigger, you bring it forward just a little bit while you depress both of these on both sides, pulling down, and the slide comes right off. Okay, so you're looking in the slide. Beautiful, as always, with a Glock. Standard lower. The new thing about the Gen 4 is this double action spring right here. Take the spring right out. Barrel comes out like so. Okay. Just like regular Glocks. Everything that you've known to come and love. To oil it, real simple. Here, 1 dab here. Just a little bit on the slide. Really requires minimal amount of oil to keep it functioning really well. We're going to go ahead, we're going to put this back together. The barrel just slides right back in, just like so. Make sure the barrel is all the way back. Do that one more time for you. Barrel right there. Really, really simple. spring goes right in its little housing right at the end right there. Okay, depress it just a little bit, slides right back in, just like that. You can see that. Okay, now once that's on just like that, you're going to line it up with the metal rails, and your Glock 19 Gen 4 is ready to go. This gun's great. If you guys have any questions, comments, please feel free to ask. More than happy to answer any questions. If I know it, if I don't know it, I'm not going to bullshit you. I'll send you to one of my friends that might know it, or just tell you to go somewhere else. But anyway, please subscribe. We're going to have a bunch more videos coming up soon. We're going to be doing a lot of instructional videos on revolvers and semi-automatic pistols and antique firearms and all sorts of stuff. So please subscribe, visit us on Facebook, and yeah, stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more. Thanks, guys. Take care.